tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Posey. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Swift. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Posey. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Posey. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down and 4.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun. Posey. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers! A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And his kick is good. The flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Now after the roughing penalty on the PAT. They'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. This is Swift on the counter. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions, nothing.
On 3rd down, Posey. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Taken at about the 36. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like, touchdown, Packers! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st down, Posey under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To throw on 2nd down. Posey, and going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 16-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Play fake. Here's Love. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Going back to Love. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Finding room inside the 40. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, Love. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This pass complete to Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
15-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at...
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
There's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
In the end zone.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
51 the mic, boys, 51. I got it.
To throw again, Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Goal to go.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Check. Bring it. Striker. 3. Black shot. Alert flare.
Working out of the gun. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this. Under 10. 10. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pull it together. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Cowboy 80. Switch it here. Switch it. Switch, switch, switch.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Posey. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
9 yards.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Love now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Bennett. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
First down, Love to pass. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers continue to roll. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run up for the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
And the Lions first down.
We don't want none. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And watch the 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On 1st and 10, Posey. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Jack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Posey dancing to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They get this out left, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check it.
Love to throw for it on 4th. They'll roll him out, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Jordan Love, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Packers 42. Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Posey. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
Back to throw. Posey. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
$35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
It's all good, baby. It's all good.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
47-yard line.
54, right there, 54.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking middle, and that's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw on second down. Posey, and that's complete to Gandy Golden. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yep.
And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you